Alright, so my name is Caleb Keling, and this is Ansh Gupta.
And this is Caleb Keling, and my name's Ansh Gupta.
And today we are going to give a presentation about ME credentials. A little bit of background first. We're both students in Miss Beeves High School of Business program.
And we're both juniors at CHS Central High School in St. Joseph, Missouri. Alright, so I actually didn't know this, but apparently Caleb's parents were actually born in Japan. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, they were. My mom was born in a small village on the outskirts of Osaka, and my dad was born in a big city right in the middle of Japan. They both went to the same university. That's how they met. They were studying software engineering, believe it or not. They, went through that program, and afterwards they started developing robots together in the same laboratory, which was a big coincidence. And then my dad was like, you know what? I want to make a new life in America. And so at the ripe old age of 40 and 44, they moved over to America. And they had me and my sister, and the rest is history.
Wow.
So I think whenever Beeves was asking this question, she was sort of intending for us to answer something like, oh, all my friends are, they kind of have like fair skin and blue eyes and blonde hair, all those things, but all my friends are actually very different from each other. I have like Cole Hopkins and Graham Stagner.
Caleb, I don't think that's what she meant.
Oh.
She's like asking about her favorite TV show.
Oh, okay, good show.
Because guys, I just gotta tell you, I love Friends, okay?
Friends is a classic early 2000s American television sitcom created by legendary writers and directors David Crane and Marta Kaufman. The series aired as the flagship program for television giant NBC from September 22, 1994 to May 6, 2004. The show endured in the hearts of all Americans for years while recording a lengthy string of 10 seasons. The show enlisted an ensemble cast starring Jennifer Aniston, Courtney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schwimmer. The show revolves around a now infamous group of 6 namesake friends living in the heart of Manhattan. The series was produced by legendary recording studio Bright Kaufman Crane Productions in association with Warner Brothers Television, and produced by pioneering television architects Kevin S. Bright, Marta Kaufman, and David Crane.
I just don't know what else to say. I just love Friends.
So one goal of mine that I've had for a really long time is I've actually always wanted to be able to jump up in the air and give somebody a high five. So this may come as a shock to most of you, but I know it won't come as a shock to you, and I know it won't come as a shock to Calvin Crest, but my favorite actor is Jerry Seinfeld. He's famous for Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, the Bee Movie, Seinfeld, and most importantly, Jerry After Seinfeld.
Such a wonderful portfolio.
That's why Jerry Seinfeld is my favorite actor. So I found this out about Ansh very recently, and he has a very interesting favorite sport.
Yeah, my favorite sport definitely has to be Scholar Bowl. I mean, it's a really intense activity. You just really got to get in there and mash that button at the right time, and it's so physical, it's so intimate, so that's why it's my favorite sport.
I really love the intimacy with Scholar Bowl.
Yeah. Now, a lot of guys might not know this, but Caleb actually has a really interesting new hobby.
Yeah, something that I've been getting into a lot recently is producing albums. I've released 4 albums, a Kelpie Christmas 1, a Kelpie Christmas 2, a Kelpie Christmas 3, and a Kelpie Christmas 4.
Wow.
And something that's really interesting about these is the past couple, in a Kelpie Christmas 3 and a Kelpie Christmas 4, Ansh has actually been producing the instrumentals. We make professionally produced albums.
Full length,
Yeah.
full scale.
Full length, full scale.
So go check it out.
Everywhere you go.
Ansh has a really unique favorite show.
Yeah, my favorite show is actually Seinfeld. They don't run it on the cable or the satellites nowadays, but it's a great show. He has the punchlines, he has the cars, he has the comedians, the coffee, he has the honey, and we get the money. It just makes you really come to question your own sense of belonging in this world, this twisted place, this warped reality we live in, and that's why I really admire Seinfeld. Yeah, so after the incident, Mailman just had to go.
I know, but I've always thought that my favorite color would be like a nice moderate red, maybe, nice earthy tone.
Now guys, my favorite artist would have to be the legendary rapper, songwriter, singer, and producer Cardi B. With really awesome hits like Wash Poppin' and Bickenhead, she's just one of the greatest artists out there. Really appeals to the younger generations, to the elders. She's really putting herself out there in a way that no other Joe Schmo is. I'm hip with the kids! Now guys, something you might not know about Caleb is that he actually holds the world record in the coffee shop speedrun.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say this is my biggest accomplishment. Definitely what I'm best at is playing coffee shop, as you all know, but I recently took the record from Joe Schmo 54, and I am now the world record holder for the fastest completion of the Cool Maths game coffee shop. So Ansh actually has a very interesting university that he'd like to go to.
Yeah, you know, it's a really prestigious school. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I can get in with my high test scores and awesome grades. The notorious and excellent Hamburger University, sponsored by McDonald's. It's really just an incredible school. They've got all the best majors there, you know, hamburger studies, lettuce studies, sauce studies. I mean, just the technology that goes into you and I's everyday condiments is truly impressive and incredible.
So if I could have any car, I would choose not to have a car at all. But I would go for the Ford F-150. It's really good for trying to get in those tight, compact spaces, like on your way to work or to school, and they're great for the environment.
Yeah.
Truly. So, Ansh's favorite animal's flavor was truly surprising to me, and I think it'll surprise you as well.
Yeah, you know, it's a pretty underground flavor. Not many people are talking about it nowadays, but my favorite has to be the dark chocolate banana nut chunky monkey frozen smoothie delight. You know, it's a really great flavor. It has a good combination, I think, good undertones, but it's really, really close between that and the frozen strawberry banana rainbow sherbet max squeezer.
So I would have to say that the person who's influenced my life the most is probably Dr. J. Lee Myers. He's a teacher that I had last year. He taught me about biology, how to conduct science experiments, but most importantly, he taught me how to love. Now that's something that's very important in this day and age, because with such nihilistic endeavors such as art and video making, we can get caught up in all those things and forget how to love. He's just so masculine and brave and strong, and his biceps are truly the size of my thighs.
I have to disagree though. The person that's inspired me the most is not Dr. J. Lee Myers. It's America's top #1 actor, comedian, producer, comic, stand-up, Jerry Seinfeld, who is one of the most incredible comedians out there, with lines like, "These bagels are making me thirsty," and "We get the honey and they get the money." His comedy is inexplicably funny. It is a social commentary on the nature of society and our place in it. He's just an incredible comedian. My favorite teacher, Caleb, has to be the legendary teacher coming out of Central High School, Dr. J. Lee Myers. I mean, he was an amazing biology teacher, just really went in depth about all the scientific practices and disciplines in the world, and it really instills a sense of discipline and loyalty in his students, which I think, personally for me, makes him one of the best teachers in Central High School, in St. Joseph.
Yeah, maybe even the world, really.
Maybe.
My favorite teacher that I've ever had isn't even a teacher at all, but I feel as though he's just taught me so much. That would have to be Jerry Seinfeld. With such hits as Comedians in Cars, Getting Coffee, The Bee Movie, I feel like I've learned so much about comedy, filmmaking even. He's also taught me how to love, and it's a very useful skill in this day and age. I think that he may be the best teacher in St. Joseph.
Maybe even the world.
Damn it, maybe even the universe, really.
Maybe.
I mean,
Truly just incredible, Caleb.
yeah.